do as much as you can. They're gonna reflect because the mind works that way. One of it hates being confused. I don't call out 15 and go up. You have to start from 1 and then you go to the 1 and 5 and then you pick up from the 1 and 6.
The relationship that I have built with this wonderful young man has been one of the most impeccable relationships I ever built. We started out as not friends. As life went on, it was meant to be Ugutisi Dibane. I'm quite in awe just thinking about how every time I see him, he reminds me to give my best. He reminds me of the love and humbleness that I should resort to every day, that I should not forget the holy divine, and that his presence matters more than anything else. And that our works will always come back to us in other forms. So thank you for being such a wonderful and impeccable human being, and continue being a great inspiration, my brother. Namaste.
The moment you got that thing about this nigga's my favorite artist, album, you went back
and you search all his shit.
You search all his shit. And back, you're giving him views. And then the love continues.
You're taking me back to when I started to discover even a lot of artists.
Yeah.
There was a phase when Davis and let me start listening to any artists other than the one that I listened to.
To think about, where now we have folders on tour. Every folder in an artist from 1 to current. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna happen to you too.
This is beautiful, G. This is very beautiful.
It's gonna happen to you too. Do as much as you can. They're gonna reflect because the mind works that way. One of it hates being confused. I don't call out 15 and go up. You have to start from 1 and then you go to the 1 and 5 and then you pick up from the 1 and 6.
There were people who were trying to disturb even that kind of mojo, G. Trying to skip his level.
That's your portfolio there. Portfolio yakho le.
Makhulu ansongothile.
That's your portfolio. Portfolio yakho there. When the sponsors fair to approach you, abazufuna your first 10th season, season 10, they're gonna be whoa.
Let's check him anyway. Shit.
Whoa. Season 10,
Give us season 1.
Season 1. Strong season 1. Okay, season 2. Okay. Season 3. Except not sponsor dog. Not sponsor, not mic, not speakers. This is your YouTube link drop.
Banyise.
And when I feel your platform is actually healthy, because a lot of people need your words, bro. Like, social media will be fucking thankful.
Do you hear that, maniacs? Motivational
podcast, people need you, bro. It's all tell you, so I was talking shit, dog, and so we don't laugh at it. By the time I have to like interview Barney, I can't pick up the phone, and I'll be like, fuck you, dog, I knew it. You know? I'll be like, fuck you, probably in the ass. You don't have to answer my phone. I know about it's annoying.
You, Chad, this is such these are such reminiscent and beautiful words.
Nah, nigga, because you're working. Not because I'm fucking watching the episode, man, in there. Like, dude, go interview this guy, bro.
I want to know about him.
I want to know about him. Come interview, like, talk to him. Start with these locals motherfuckers here. Go up. Portfolio, that's a portfolio, bro. Even production, bro. Everything we drop by and fit is a portfolio. Single tape, feature, single tape, portfolio. In order to work with the big artists, the artist wants to know, what did you do, number 1? You go and say, give artists, this is the tip to blow up, guys. So it's out, okay, fine. That's how it works.
So when a super adamant, but the first one is the one that's going to get you in.
I was watching my police interview in Okabza, bro. How they changed the Iano sound, how they fucking got Iano into South Africa, bro. Like, it all started from Sunday 1. Quiet. Let's look back. What did they do? They went from scratch, and then they had to like figure out how to change the sauce and make it today.
This is a light bulb moment for me.
It's like trap. R&B ain't shit without trap. Trap ain't shit without trap soul. Trap soul ain't shit without R&B. R&B ain't shit without trap. It goes both ways in fair.
So all these genres need one another.
They need one another, fair.
They feed off one another. They are derivatives of one another.
That's what my producer said.
Coming from a producer,
I was like, what the fuck?
Is beautiful.
This cannot be my producer. This nigga people like, what? I was like shocked, dog. I was shocked in fair. And it made sense, yeah. And one is those light bulbs. I don't know how many light bulbs moment I had during the interview. Yeah, one. I was like, damn, like I get it in yan, man. Every sound needs each other. Jazz needs Afropop. Afropop needs jazz. Trap soul needs R&B. R&B needs trap. Damn.
Such beautiful words.
Yo, I was like, yeah.
Lubabalo, I'm currently being filled. Down South Goon, you're literally filling me.
Yeah, bro.
You're doing what I usually do to you, G.
Yeah.
And thank you for that, thank you.
Yeah?
Now
I think I don't
Bruh,
I
you
know,
pay
Fetu,
attention.
Mamela, I pay attention and I know what to say when I'm here. I know what to talk about when I'm here. I know it's not I have to. Fetu, when I'm with you, I literally put the world on
It's
mute.
like he lives in my head, G.
I literally put the world on mute. When
I got to a great minds think alike, G.
yeah, they do, bro. Come on. Two heads are better.
Kaya ngoku, it's all about levels of expression.
Yeah, it's a level of expression.
Otherwise, like attracts like.
Fetu, like, I'm serious.
Chat. Baba, we need to go host this shit. Yeah, this nigga is dropping dimes here. Are you listening? Dimes of it, and you know, in this garage, this is where the magic usually happens.
I know. I see the tree. Except Diamond Tiger, come on. This is the street. I see the tree.
I'm taking you into the headquarters, the office,
I see the tree, bro. Come on.
where we mine, where
The
we do
birds,
everything.
I hear the birds going in lava, so I know. I
Yo,
see the tree.
you're so in touch with nature, G.
Yeah, I'm really in touch.
Get me on that plant shit, G.
Nigga,
Get me on that plant
shit.
shit.
Tom just gave me like some few plant pots. And I was like, yeah, Tlalo, and I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna take these.
Yo, I
Any
get me
plants
on
I'm
that plant
giving birth
shit.
like crazy, bro. Like, yo, the more in the Faraman and the Zeka, they because you busy 3 last week, 2 weeks, Mungo says E4. I'm like, damn. Lilies are like, I like lily plants, bro. They really dope. Indoor plants, they dope. They dope. The warmer, the cooler they get. And the room is cold. It's not warm.
Yo, look at how
It's cool,
grown we
so
are, G.
really, they
But you're
really
so
make
in
me
touch
happy,
with
man.
nature, Fed.
Yeah,
I appreciate that about you,
I
G.
can't like leave my room and spring out. Zabo case man and then they fine. I always do that. Young women in Pretoria, I was mad. I was like, fuck you plants, I got back, they were dead, but then they recovered. Thanks for the help from Chomi on Spanic Cant. He has a bit of knowledge as a cat.
Yeah.
He gave me like fresh manure. He gave me illich. Apparently, illich is good for, I don't know. We explain it, but I can see the difference because they went from brown to like a bit of green. So they love it. And apparently, I puma su yellow up. That means the birth couldn't wrong way birth. So what I have to do is I have to cut it that out so that it's puma getting it be right. So at least I got a knowledge from him.
We learn something new every day,
I never
G.
knew that plants actually give birth. I never knew that shit. I can't guess because I used to literally think about Kalamat and then 4 weeks time you're cooler. But Richard was like, no, these motherfuckers give birth this way. So that means it's about to give birth. Oh shit, it's like a straw thing. There's one thing coming out like, what? I'm gonna put you on a plant.
Put me on that shit, Fed, too, because hey.
Those motherfuckers, your eyes are where they fucking weird, bro.
Because I've been thinking, Fed, in front of my Wendy house, GG, we have a social net, where I can have my seat there, I can plant it out and be around my, by nature, Fed, to get a camera there. We can move this, G. We can really move this if you to look at how far we've gone. Remember, City Banas be uniform.
9-12 books.
Exactly. Dog, you with your card, G. Ugo abongila kompo. Yo, G.
Why are we still together? Like that's the question. Like about us split, but you know, the thing is, like we have this thing that's keeping us close, and I know it's love, you know,
and respect.
And always respect. And we give each other good advice, like Amazu that we share and fair too. They're powerful.
Yeah, they're golden, G.
So they're golden, dog. So
they're really golden, Fed. Lubabalo, there's a lot of things that we couldn't have figured out if we didn't have one another. And even you, Fed, when I kind of was like shy towards the social media thing. You're Fed. Lubabalo, you took me out of the dark, really, and were like, I'm gonna drop Zonga's expectations and do Lewe, Fed. Next thing now, people are expecting at a certain time for me to be there, and then I will come after 3 days. They'll come up to me and say, why weren't you there? And then I was busy with something else, so I didn't have the means and so on. But deep down, I know, Fed, it's love and appreciation, because sometimes even just your presence, your bapan, kwabanye abantu who are fans of you, but they are fans of you from afar away. They see you working, they see you grow. That's why I always encourage people, grow, Fed, too, grow, G, whatever, grow. Let's not hold each other, Fed, too, in a sense of funekesi guilt tripan, yo, Fed, when you've outgrown me. It's people that are not intact with themselves, if it happens a low way, because I wouldn't want you to do that. I wouldn't want you to think that your success is going to require my presence there. So a presence can be there for you in other ways, other than also so that at the moment konba hey I'm feeling ngathi ndiyakekela ngokuphakamisa leni I phakamisa this thing called technology and I tune in. He's not there physically and it kodwa isengibani lo. Yeah, so I was trying to let my nigga know about the importance of technology and social media and say he needs to build a different relationship now, which is the one thing I love about you now. You're starting to embrace by this is an operating system and it needs to ba so lokho ya operate ya refresh and kuyahanjwa dog.
What you don't need in social media. Use what you have. Use what will help you, man.
Lubabalo, you know how proud I was, Vetu, when I see you with plants and all that. Like, yo, I'm jealous of that nigga, Vetu. I'm jealous, D.
I'm still gonna mark my room. This is about the room, because I'm putting shells and then there's backup power, and I already have this in the scissors.
Yo, I'm jealous, Lubabalo, dog. Ay. Out, Vetu.
So it's that, man, Keith, man.
Yo, Hayi mfethu kunini ngifuna ukuxelela loo nto. Hayi ndenze umona mfethu.
Nozokuphathela from yami.
Yo awundenze umona Lubabalo mfethu.
At least by July because kuzonetha so they're gonna hide because kusaphumilanga so sizawo. So apparently they feel the dondon in the air so ziyayifa but zakuphathela dog. I'm gonna give you like
yo my nigga iyakhula mfethu out yami. Yo G. That's when I saw by you I chat if it is on a whole different level.
Hey fair to those. See, having them around kind of made me. They triggered something in my mind, like, wow, this is really me. Like nowadays, I've changed the way I dress. I'm concerned about how I look. I just want to be approachable. I want to be there, man. Bon, they do something, dog, to you. They really do something good with it. And personality, they do change it. I'm not gonna lie, because those are plants. You take care of them, they go. They tell you if they're not okay. They're my kids. And that also kind of came in mind, like, am I ready for having a kid now? Because I'm taking care of 6, 5, 8 plants.
Yeah, well, now you having the conversations.
Those conversations like, what the fuck?
Sure, fit.
From the point of wanting a pet in my house, I have plants now. I'm like, whoa.
Oh boy, we are food.
Whoa.
Where are we going?
You know what's funny? I've been babysitting a lot. I told you that. Now I have plants in my room. I'm like, God, what are you saying?
Like, Dukniki training course. Like, now Dukniki practice course.
God, what are you saying? From changing diapers, from knowing how to change diapers, and then
theory and practical.
Knowing how to. Because remember what you told me. What's it? It's a digger, babysitter. But take that shit as a learning process.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, Keith. Keith.
I'm gonna take that shit and run.
Back then, I was like, I'm gonna babysit the shit out of that. And then I did. She's like 2. She doesn't need me around.
Yeah.
Only when her mom's not there, and she feels like, okay, I'm a shoulder to cry on. She's grown, bro. Like, she's grown. She's cool. She's growing fast. She's growing, dog. Yo,
one of my
yesterday, she was young as fuck. Her back wasn't stable. I was like, I'm not gonna touch her. But now the process has been Keith, man, of just being there. Because it just came to me.
On as long as I stay,
my cousin's always annoying me about them dying. I have to take care of her and she's working. But then you were like, fair to take that shit as a learning process. Be thankful that you're going through that shit.
Yeah, fair to. Just imagine, G, that when you have money, any opportunity, then you go mess up in the outside.
Mess up. And the thing is, a lot of people don't go through that shit, so they just boom, baby, and then shit gets out of control. Shit just gets more in the climaxes. I had an opportunity to at least babysit I know the ins and outs. I don't have a child, but I know the actions, like I go right or whatever. It's the diaper. She's hungry.
Yeah.
She's teething.
Yeah. You follow Zog.
Look at the words I'm saying.
You even know the.
Look at the words. I've been listening to the way I'm speaking. Listen to the way I'm speaking, bro.
You're speaking like a dad.
Bro,
you're speaking like a dad, because
you're like a dad because I'm an uncle. It's crazy.
I also reminded Ponga that you know about your dad. Like T, no. And then when he started embracing Esa spirit, because he said, yo, T, I love being around kids and so on. And kids, where do they pick up that energy? They know Lamdu's nurturing.
Yeah.
They're always gonna sway towards the nurturing person.
The nurturing person.
Yeah.
They might be a clown, be the funny guy, but if you don't have that love for them, they don't.
Exactly, they can pick that up.
They do, huh?
They do.
The morning I'm like, okay, she doesn't know the people, but for a week, I get some shit up on it. Some boy, hey, dog, listen, when I came in, people thought about Mdana. I was like, I'm just an uncle. My nigga. She skips everyone with the chairs. Bro, she does that. Sometimes she fights with her mama on phone, then him land. When I walk in the house, she goes crazy. When I have to go home, sharp, bye, hey, handshake, and sometimes it's when I'm like, what the fuck's happening? This girl's making too much now. Whoa.
She's figuring out.
She's figuring out. She's figuring a whole lot of stuff out. I'm like, hey, I know what she's doing.
You know, my girl always does that now. She stops me sometimes. Like, let her figure it out.
Yeah, like, hey, you're doing too much now.
And we must understand, by kids fit will never develop the same way fit, because look at each generation is schools on book fit. Like a 3-year-old can function an iPhone. Just think about that. Just think about that. So we live in a multi-diverse world, where you need to expect the unexpected, especially with the kids, because there are things but she could be picking up more than what you're teaching her. Yeah, well, so that's why when I speak to my child, I always speak in English, and my girl has always been telling me, speak to her ngendlela right, and so on, because she's gonna think that's how you pronounce them. So the moment she speaks those words, yeah, because who was most dominant, that's why 0 to 7 years, that's the person who shapes the child, and then from 7 until those are the teachers. So if I constantly even when I sit there and I'm watching tech and I can see she's taking in. Yeah, she's sponging it as guys.
Nigga the box. Play it 5. Nigga box.
She's gonna know eventually give them the benefit of it.
Anytime you know how I'm a time at like, hey, that's office way. You know what it is? You know, a laptop, this screen it's connected to the box is in the TV.
He doesn't understand it.
Yeah, like, you know, if you're a movie, bena nokupheka so yabona ngoku ka Shoprite phanyanga manje kugcina amapana fake amapana thina ahlale ngase zawe kambe ufuna bayi chef andiyazi mfethu but ufuna umnika lawo yakuyo next thing mna nethanda edibana nokuzoba ngoku neqhaso lempahla ngoku namalabo nothenga ifabrics ewoodstock ngoku unika time I'm so time hlala so
kwanto engathi yatshintsha makade ikhona le izawustika
hlala kuyo lawo time.
Eventually there will be something that is going to stick. That is beautiful, G.
Hlala kulawo time.
If Put Me On was a person,
I respect to Didi, no Fresh Montana, no Kelly, but young time, come on. Who do we have? Gunna. We have Lil Baby, bro. We had Young Kid. We have Megan Thee Stallion. No, bro. No. We have Turbo, bro. We have Guani, bro. Come on, dog. Young give me a break, young dog, please, bro. No, dog. That nigga, nah, fit. No, I don't want to hear it. But
that kind of influence.
Cousin Yam is a big Kendrick Lamar fan. It's my Mela kid. Kendrick Lamar's dope. Fine.
Are you? Oh, you're not arguing that.
Your tape ain't shit without Future. Nobody ain't rapper. I don't give a fuck about you, the dopest trapper ever, but your tape ain't shit without a feature.
From
and
Pluto.
It ain't shit. Even by now in the Sizzle beat, the tape you are compared to, or a Metro beat, even on ATL. It ain't shit, dog. We had a debate the much that needs to. If fair to me was supposed to come back on the game,
the musket is they must make sure Balians murder beats, but fucking no easy, pa.
They're gonna have to make
they have
sure
to put fair to 808 Mafia Yonke, pa, back up. They have to.
They have to mimic that Metro and Young Thug.
Did you hear that single by Southside? Oh no, Future.
Hold up,
do you hear the start of that song, G?
That's a Southside bounce.
Southside, nah, he's a god, G.
Please tell me about Umvam Fair to the whole lot of comments back that rap.
Fethu, it's a signature sound. Shooting diva, a whole lot of commas. It's him who came up with that sound. Fethu, you know. Fethu, yonke la tape Fethu, yonke. Hayi signature sound yakhe Fethu. You think we pay attention to these niggas? Sigqibe singayazi ne sound yayo.
I've got to a point of bar. I don't even have to hear this been from murder. I don't know. But if he had
tagline,
808, I can tell about murder.
Signature sound. It's your attention to detail.
I know about murder. I trap. I feel I've had enough. You're always. And that's why sound side of me and don't always.
Fethu, he's on demon level ngoku. And so said mobu phole kanjani Fethu?
That's how it works. I produce shit and now you the shit. Niggas wanna work with you. Limited known names. Now the big names come to this young fresh nigga.
Network.
And then you out in my studio. Now the big names are coming into my studio, but he's working with them. Who's getting the plug there? So that's how the boy come at you. Kodela video that was dropped 4 years ago. Metro, nothing hanging there about Metro. No Travis, Young Thug, Southside, and ATL check up the
Why say mncane umjida ndimva ku the wizard kaloku umjida.
TM88 was there, Turbo was there. You feel there's a need to producer dog. There were a lot, bro. There's a Hilly Park line for Fethu. Travis is in the kitchen just doing shit before. I think that was before days before Rodeo or Bird Sync by McKnight. No Gebla tape in Orlando. I'm trying to be God.
That's Astro
World, yes, that was before Astro. That's only Astro World. They started in preparation for 2 years before I dropped. Remember when you told me Wati, a Travis tape ain't shit without Metro and South. TM88.
I told you.
Exactly. That's when I knew. Sometimes Fethu doesn't even have to put Metro skit.
Yeah.
You my homie.
My man, Fethu. It's a flex kum.
Yeah, it's a
when
flex.
I hear Mike Will, 30 Rock, and then I hear Wheezy Beats, no Zaytoven, and Gomine one, no Metro, I flex leyo kum. Sigqibe sifake tagline yazo zonke. Yabona le ezwezi ego zethu Fethu yonke way si driving ngayo Fethu. I saw this Fethu a week or 2 ago helping someone Fethu, and this person tells me they're serious but their actions are not telling me that. Like you said Fethu, awuzukwazi ufikile success uyifunayo sholoko ubunoni operator nabantu abangakho serious ngewe bayenza, because now kaloku Fethu you have your reputation that's on the line, because everyone Fethu is going to paint you with the same eye. So when you say you want to be known, why uzoqala ngezokugqibela? Kutheni wena ifocus yakho ingaso kulo msebenzi lo ukhuphayo? Yabona chi, it's because amehlo akho are not on the right thing. You are looking at someone's work and you think when you can do it better instead of focusing on your own. You see,
can you even judge from someone else? You can't do that.
The amount of hours and work that I instill in my dream Fethu, a person doesn't get to understand them.
You don't even know how I work. If Fethu
yabona ba Fethu sisokolisa kanjani Fethu, paying attention to umntu yena
star player. Look in the meals as one star players are. Williams. Yeah. Know your star.
Who's the main protagonist of the story Fethu? And then ngoku umntu Fethu yena mhlambi is threatened because I'm operating from my greatness. I never want to operate from lack mna G, and people are going to expect you to do that because bona they're operating from that level.
The worst thing when you operate through the tools or nazo and in a good mindset, because abanye abantu can hate you for that. You don't have the tools, but your energy and your consistency, you're persistent. People hate the shit out of that. You might drop tapes, you might drop any video of it. It might be whack or whatever, but the fact that uzoyenza nangoms, people already know about fuck he's gonna
flood. I am having those conversations with myself on how do I just flood myself all over the social media.
The first thing, Facebook, thinking that it's something. That's how it got attention. Guess the same nigga that's doing that shit is Pele talking about what's this nigga up to, Nyan? Nothing. I'm still telling you, and I'm trying to. There's people that are going to social media, and this new thing, because I'm talking about social media, people switch off their active don to on that's the green thing. So back like this week I was like, bro, think when you text, because being in that data, then I'm texting him message, I'm like, yo, exact and then it was like, no, it's me active to state or something. I'm like, why, bro? Like, what's wrong with you people? Like, what's happening, bro?
online,
they're online,
but they would hide.
They will hide by active. I'm like, wow, you guys are going through shit. Why don't you just say?
Yeah, I just decide to stalk again.
I feel like people are
stalker vibes.
People are going through a lot, man. It's creepy, dog. Like
Exactly.
nigga, you just sending me a text go to offline, bro. What the fuck? Because you might network I'm slow. That's the network I'm slow. Like you said me this 2 years ago.
And ngiqala lo nto kaloku mina fondini.
But this new way is funny. I'm like, oh. You have your own reasons, but I want they fumbling to come out. Yeah, when I hold my time, no, yeah, get out here. But
How messed up can we be, G?
we are fucking messed up. We are messed up. It should tell you, fair to like, come on, just put you at this thing. Man, don't be fucking weird, man. I already have enough of that shit. Go WhatsApp, people not blue ticking or about reply. I'm like, the little things just irritate the shit out of me. Like, bro, why don't you just drop dead? Fuck you, man.
I see you blue ticking me there. I see you.
Blue tick me or don't blue tick me. At least, don't.
Don't. Next thing when you're reading my messages, unborn
Now
say why is he not answering my message? Kanti kudala yazifumana. They're just waiting for Obama uncame fit. Ufuna utyhafe fethu. I think that's the nature of life. There's izinto fethu that we can't ignore but they exist fethu. We are boring to some people. We bore the fuck out of them and it's okay. It's okay. Because you know what I was thinking, man? I'm just thinking, if I only had myself fethu to admire all this beauty and dingafumani a sort of likeliness in another person. Because when I see smart cars, when I see anything that has to do with architecture, why does a person just immediately comes to your mind? They want to learn. So there are things that a relationship that I built that even even such a small thing like that reminds me of Chad.
Bro, if any sports car got played up, we both know we're gonna figure out how miles are gonna go. You know, it's crazy. And the thing is, finally, because when you're out, it's under 10 and I'm about 10 high. This nigga bought a grey, it's no color. That stormish grey X3 BM, latest 2021. And the thing is, and I'm such a petrol head. I'm like, you could have went for the X5 at least. Because X3 is expensive because of the technology. So basically X3 is like a Volvo in a BM badge.
Look at that car knowledge there.
Or you could have just went for an XC60, an XC90 Volvo. You have your X3 there.
Which would be the equivalent of that X5.
We could have been an X5 because it's 7-seater.
It's an X5 with better technology.
Exactly. And it has another thing is it's a 7-seater and it looks pretty shit too. So I'm like, you know, and then I saw like X3, I'm like, nah, it's in the current time. Yeah, but it's even a bit darker than this one, like X3. I'm like, hey, dog, you could have went for at least an X5, man. But like, it should have pissed me off. I was like, it's your car. Nah, I'm just improvising.
You're such a car enthusiast.
I'm just like improvising. I'm like, fuck, I could have went for an XC90.
Hey, you're making me blush over here, G.
And then she don't when they play tag, I'm like, wow, okay. But the thing is, money is so chill anyway. When they born up, sometimes don't see us at all. But oh, that's the advance. Like, yeah. Then this other fucker decided to pull through in England with a Panamera.
What?
2019.
I checked. All the lighting technology. I checked the
Germans.
Give me that back, please.
The Germans are nuts, man. Yo. I know.
Take me back, Lubabalo.
This nigga, he pulled it through. Now Panamera fair too. It was a black Panamera, bro.
Panamera.
You fucking Panamera, dog.
You are a Porsche, too. You are Lubabalo. Ngezinye league eziyana.
And there's a lot. Let's just think. Yo, put it even my cousins know. Yo, when you taking Maserati, bola Maserati. Bonek dala Maserati. Kwa transit sports guy car. Kwa transit car like this guy they get out. Yo, put it bolilo.
You are
I tracked this. I trained the kids.
It's like, kids, cool down. This is not something new. You're trying to contain the excitement. They knew. You were jumping like them, G, and even more.
I'm so chill, but Babuya is good to know. I'm actually you now. I'm saying my heart is doing this body.
You ingathi ngalamini fethu ndibona la ntoni la Aventador. Ikaya lapha emnyama jo unakhala desene.
Excel apparently Ilanu cousin tells me by Excel out hlala pha
kuwe
and in a I think in a club or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in the club, it was
It's that dude with the red Ferrari as well.
the red Ferrari.
It's
yeah.
him, G. It's him.
It's him, 'cause I'm
Ferrari
Italian,
is like
like-
a normal car to him.
It's okay, yeah.
Dakale, you turn that he invented.
But it's always got the arrows at back.
Fethu, even the sound. Chad, I usually diqhele ku YouTube, Joe. Dayibona ngamehlo ami, dayiva. Yo, Fethu, you can't fake Leana Fethu sound.
You can't.
Fethu, that's a Lambo engine, Fethu. Yeah, even a horsepower, pa.
That's a fun car, bro. That's a fun car. I've been watching Ignition GT. Our team that makes Lambo design. The team said our first impression is they want to make you feel like you're wearing a Nike shoe and you're on a sports track having fun.
Yeah, but you having fun while looking good.
And they used a shoe. They used the shoe. They blended the fun you should have. It's a Lamborghini. It's on a Lamborghini. You have to go fast. You have to go slow. But have fun. The main topic of driving that car is so that you have fun.
Crying of excitement and joy.
You should have fun. The Aventador is the most dangerous car there.
Fethu, that was the first time I saw a
Aventador.
Lamborghini Aventador in my life.
They don't know how to make the next Aventador. People are so in love. People are so in love. They don't know how to make the next one. They gave people a Harukan.
Well, like fragments of the Aventador, but still.
They gave it the demons. Lamborghini, the Ispani. People fell in love with the Aventador.
Nothing comes close to
You
it.
can't make another Aventador ever. The Italian team, they don't know how to do it.
Bazakwazi njani Fethu?
They can't.
Really?
In Chile, like making the GT that they can't. All they can do is produce more and more and more and focus on what people want.
And
about
Nyani Fethu, how are you gonna stop delivering a product that people love?
it's selling, Mosh. You
Yeah.
can't stop that shit. It's selling,
And
bro.
people love it, Fethu.
Yeah, when people approach you with that shit, Bati bafuna color on that car. Give them the color. How do you want it to look? Like your wife's purse, like your wife's hair, your wife's lipstick. Do you see the things they focus on? Do you see like what they take from the user? Do you see what they take? They take all the small details. Your daughter's favorite color, bafuna, then they will give you an Aventador. The Aventador was like that thing. Go like, okay, so you're coming to buy a car from us. Okay, let's sit down. So what do you like about the car? How do you like the car? What do you like in Kenya? They look at everything. What's your daughter's favorite car? What's your wife's favorite car? What's your favorite color? How does your lounge look? How does your house look? But yeah, these guys are geniuses, bro.
My God,
These guys
such
are geniuses,
careful
bro.
attention to so much detail.
They make 25 Lambos in less than 6 hours. 25,000 Lambos in less than 6 hours. Every Lambo Puma, you get tested. They go track in the pin boy, pin longest. They get track you. I'm like, you how much that span. The Germans are out here too. Volkswagen is fucking dope, man. Dope in fair too. That brand there, I respect it, Tano. I'm gonna say this, but that brand, that's the brain of the world's automobile, bro. That's
Because
the brain.
they're not just producing their own product, they're producing products for other companies as well.
No, they producing izinto other brands. Oh, Volvo, no band. All these brands, they've knocked on that door. They've knocked on that door, bro. OVW is like the headquarters of the automobile industry, dog. All of them. With Jaguar, Astons, Mercedes, Zonke.
They
When they
consult
start
there.
they consult there, but hey, competition I mean better, you know.
Can you touch the technology, kabani?
I need your help. Germans, yeah, bro. I want my shit to go faster than his. Okay, fine. Saknikum chino team. Aluminium
Like
plastic.
ngoku Chonga, look at Honda and how they low key ngoku Honda.
see, Fethu-
Honda is not even focused on making cars because Chonga Formula 1 Fethu, Red Bull ngoku is on top and
They're
the
on
engineer
top.
benza go Honda.
Akho moto in Red Bull, right? But you do have a motor that's similar to Red Bull, is a Peugeot. A Peugeot now is also like going to extremely get designs out. Look at Kia, bro. Can you please take note of a Kia Tan?
Yeah.
Tan, have you seen the new Kias?
That's BMW, Fethu.
Have you
That's
seen the new
that's
Kias?
the Germans, Fethu. You are the first person who and I realize hello
It's a
Ibana.
brand. Have you seen the new Kias,
It's
bro?
the Germans,
Yeah,
Fethu. It's the Germans, G.
yeah,
It's the Germans.
Apparently, Utin scared. Yeah, the new Kias are mad, huh? Yeah, the new Kias are mad, bro.
These Germans are on another
The
different level.
Hyundais
Almost.
and then because fit to Mamela. You talk to on a German and you back on a Japanese. I was on you, dog. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy, man. The new Kias are mad, T. Yo, they mad,
So,
bro. bro.
You see what I'm trying to formulate up is you are basically telling me that we are powerful.
Yes.
We could have we created our reputations along the way.
Yeah.
We get to a point where we want the industry to go forward. So now how about great minds? That is when we have the Adidas and the Puma brothers coming from the same family but having brands that are both respected. Which means we can coexist. We can coexist. I can be Kweyami vibe, now I'm being and dominating my world. Now you can do that. And now maybe there could be a problem in the future that will require our two heads because they're gonna be better than one of us going at it. I could have something you have and you have something that I have.
That's the whole point, Fit. That's the whole point. You have something that you dominate at. I have something that I also dominate at. How about we both knock heads and see what we can dominate even better, bro? Obviously, throughout that process, you're gonna learn something new. We learn something new every day. Every day, bro. We learn something new every day. Every day we learn something new, dog.
And look at all these brands of cars that we're surrounded by. Are you aware, Bana, Tina? We are surrounded by
ideas. Everything here came from a brain. It came from a brain. Everything came from a brain. It came from a brain to planning, designing, prototyping, and it got to the final product. Some of them got knocked down on presentations. Sorry, it won't work. Sorry, it won't invest. It looks ridiculous.
It's not ready for time. It's too futuristic.
It's not ready for time. It's not safe on the road. It looks too sharp. It looks too aerodynamic. It's too loud. It's killing the green industry. Hence why cars are going to be made out of speakers. Every sound is a promoter into like a speaker inside. Apparently, you will no longer hear in exhaust but there will be speakers inside the car. So what's happening in the industry is they're trying to go green. Hence why I was telling you about the Lamborghini industry. That they don't know how to make a Lambo because
they need to go electric.
They have to go electric.
Yeah. Like all the companies have been doing. Ford is killing it with their electric trucks.
Every company is going through speakers, man. Every company is going to use speakers. Any AMG, apparently, it's sad, but in a way, it's healthy.
And then we have to move with the times.
Yes.
Remember when I told you about that electric car, where the Weekend was involved in that whole campaign and so on. And I was looking at it. At one point, I didn't even want to face the idea about we going electric. Remember when younger Indo, before it even evolves, it becomes stupid.
That's the same thing.
Man, look, who would have said buttons?
No one. We first and
look at Jongala transition because 2010 we were using QWERTY pads.
We were pressing the Blackberries every night. You can hear me text. I'm trying to just put my phone on mute and you can't hear me text. Look at that transition. Like you can hear me pressing buttons. And you knew about bees. You wouldn't want to talk to me because you know about I'm not concentrating. Because what? You hear buttons. Now I just put my phone on mute. You won't hear me text. But that text, you won't even hear notifications going on. But I'm getting notifications.
You could even be getting a call.
You could be getting a call. I might be talking to now, but I'm on the call.
You're busy maintaining two conversations at one time. We're multidimensional beings if you're to.
Time is moving, bro. Time is moving. Trees are getting roots. We're also getting roots. Like we're going out. So it's happening. I'm not more focused on the automobile industry, but I always learn what designers are doing, and I always reflect on how the world's going. Whatever designers are up to, it somehow impacts Umhlaba because the world tells designers, listen, you guys have to change now. The world tells architects, you guys will have to change now. Doctors, you guys got everyone, nurses, lawyers, the world tells everyone, listen, you have to change now. Employed or unemployed, the world tells you, listen, you have to
shift according to tide.
You have to shift, you have to go according to time. Things are moving, bro. Time's flowing.
DJ Spoo was crying, not literally crying, but he was emphasizing this thing to the youth, bruh. But the internet, and look at how our kids would rather hang around one another, drinking alcohol and all that instead of getting on YouTube and learning a skill.
Imagine that money Oxela just investing it and starting shit.
I had Bushe last week on the podcast part 2, but Beningakam at Lapa 2 dog, and we had like an hour and 30 minutes conversation. Low shedding, and Bushe, we were talking about was talking about how now he's starting to see which so-called friends. But as told today, it would be easy for them to raise 2K to drink alcohol, but these niggas can't. But so that they can start a business.
Or even go to work, but it's like the week.
Yazi out uthi chonge energy yazi ifaka ye dog.
It's the way we we live in, bro. We always feel like over dog. It's
like i-priorities abanye abantu are they that kind of way now.
Yep.
Where ufumana imali ngokuba makunwatywe ifumaneka fast ngongongoko.
100%.
But let's come up with something fair to.
You did cousin Yam this other day. Cousin Yam is like, oh, I was scared 2 years ago, and I did nothing because I wasn't Kuala. I'm like, colors are so China fate. Colors are like the look colors. You know what? And I told him something I funny when it's in my mail, bros. When the Kuala. But July next month, you think television is depressing you. So if you're gonna swallow hard. Be thankful that you laugh because during that I know how it feels called and stranded. I can't do this ninty, you can't look back. But then just think about it, look at it from a different perspective. So you'll have fun. No colors or hands. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna go all out like a dog at the leech. Yeah, because you're gonna feel like now you want to experiment. For no team. The question is, what if you get hooked in life? Then what? Exactly. Because be thankful that you get to span up and because you're not gonna think about that shit. You're gonna go somewhere. Your mind is gonna be interesting because there's need to be on and
Shit that don't matter even.
so whilst you have time, be at it.
Sebenzise.
Faka, fix your CV, do whatever. You mean?
Stay
The
prepared.
College of Cape Town is not. It's not. I no applications to 1st August. Let's wait for 1st August, dog. You already applied here at Northlink. Fine. Now let's wait for your college. Have options, dog. Look at me, cousin Chonga. I'm not fair. I'm not fair too. I'm trying to.
I'm a living example.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get as much shit as I can, bro. Because look what's happening outside, bro. Ha, shit hit the fan. Ha.
And then now you're gonna feel like there's a need to abantu balapha banizamela isonto mabathi.
So phuma bukhwaleni and my nigga, you don't want to know and funa ukuxelela but sisibonela dog. Wathi uyakuba likhwala. Oh. Because ngoko you still being fed. Your baby sit down hlala ufumana yonke le way.
Sa enjoy la way ba usanikwa yibo.
Sanikwa ndithi fethu uzophela lo way. Pop seyiphelile, it's just that.
Akayiboni yani.
Akayiboni.
What he hasn't getting in grips with it.
Ayibona. Not fair to like, actually not fair to choose zakho killers how much that can, but you guys are too focused. I'm not saying stop sports, but don't stop. Yeah, it's a fit, but don't get hooked. Don't focus on that shit. Don't think that's your way. That's your break point to get a success. Because fair to
G.
5 rand every day, man. You phone. You can't play right when I have to transport your money span. Going to like do something. Going to try to fagel mad. Where's the right part? Cousin, every day. I'm going to about the laptop, like the Wi-Fi for sports bats. It's gonna stress you, and then give me one lose.
Instead, utena ngayofunda skill ku YouTube, man.
I'm like, dog, just get away. But I know you need the money, like everyone does. But it's driving you nuts, and I can see it. It's driving you nuts, and I can see it. Trust me, I do see it. When I was born, but I can see the shit out of it. So. Yeah,
Bro, you should be glad that he still has someone who's reminding him, but hey, man,
yeah, I feel
once you
like
get hooked in, Joe.
I mean, even Nomalo said the shit, what's he, I'd mind doing it, but I think I'll be addicted. Kid fell in love with it, got addicted. Even now.
Ngokwabona ba ayikho enye into anoyenza ngaphandle kwala way. That's dangerous if you. Yabona there's a thinking eziyasesingena sijonga yonke into shortcut. Yonke into siyayifuna instantly ba mayize apha ngoku. And then when things don't work our ways, we throw a tantrum like a 3-year-old kid.
It's fucked up, man.
Uyalibala ba yena nyani fethu. Look at the phase that he's in. I told niggas ezininzi fethu that came to me thinking I'm going to school them. No, shouldn't expect about manenzi into engafuneka ndiyenze mina. I don't have to do shit for you. I can tell you ngokuba leave my house. It's my house.
It's your house, your property.
Yeah.
It's your
Exactly. You can come with whatever you want to come with, but I can tell you, don't come with this thing ba kunyanzelekile. Man uyonqonqoza pha expecting ba uzofumana lento. I'm going to frustrate you, knock out. Frustrate, I'm knock out. When ube focused on, why am I not getting the same love from? No, Fit, I detect the energy ngoku. Disbonile kaloku because Nina, now you think you're man now. You think you're clever now. You don't pay due diligence. You're not humble now. Awumboni umntu because what? Ucima level yakhe eyi-1. Bullshit will get you to the top, but it won't keep you there.
One more time for the people at the back, bro.
Bullshit will get you to the top, but it won't keep you there.
Damn.
I really felt sorry for him because every time he's gonna come, I'm frustrated. Eventually, you won't even bother coming anymore.
That's his choice.
Yeah.
That's his or her choice.
Yeah, because I can detect he's not gonna get that. I'll owe anything to anybody. I said that to my nigga. You are allowing people to abuse you and yeah? They're trampling on you. And here you are, and how could they do me like this? It's people, dog. Gabantu. People are like this out here. People are loyal to themselves and nobody. So when you expected you're gonna play good and then uzaba grand go. No, they fuck you up for that shit. Oh, you coming with that good shit? Oh, double trouble. Kaka. And small shit fair to breaks us.
Yeah, it does, bro.
So now, loss. That's the other thing. It's nice. I'm getting this betting, I'm getting land, I'm getting. It's the dominant factor in life in yakho. Gee, come on. Uzayibulela njani iFABOB? Awuzuyazi mosmo. Nalowana nayo ucingile when you at a shop, yo my nigga, ingasende imingqayeli deodorant. Yayibona la way fethu. So that's why I always encourage you, G, your kindness fethu, suyeka fethu. Because the universe is gonna deliver. It's gonna deliver always, because they wanna take you away from practicing you. When I play my part, I'm practicing my greatness, G. This and this person and that person is pissing me off. Why am I here? I said that to someone else. No, you're disturbing me. Suka up. So when I come here, I know why I'm coming here. You see, so you're always gonna get that constant question. But hey, nah. Because now I'm not gonna function at my highest. You dominating ingqondo yami. Ndenza ntoni? Andizoyenza le nto ngondiphumeleleyo pha endlini. Kanti ndiyi-reinforce i-force field ndiphuma phaa kulaa mnyango ndiyayinxiba ndiyayireinforce kaka ndithi ndiyayazi uba ndizawudibana nabantu gonna throw stones zizawubhawunsa san
It's gonna be wacky.
Ndakuxelela it's gonna bounce G. Siyafunda bendikhe ndatsho kanye ndithi uyazi lathi uba ndifunda ikhumathe ekuseni mna kaloku ma-early bird G. Nina niyakrona nina ngo-9 udala ndaphakama ngalo xesha sendenze ne-washing. When you're still hanging on your bed,
Fucking drooling.
If you come this far in the podcast, I'd like to thank you for your patience and most importantly your attention. It takes time for great things to be built. I am quite privileged to find myself in the position that I do. I'm quite thankful for everyone, all the experience that I've went through that has gotten me to this point. I know I'm nothing without people, and it's important for me to not forget my true principle as an African man, that umntu ngumntu ngabantu. As young as I am, I'm devoting myself to be a lifelong learner. So thank you for lending your ears, your mind, and most importantly your attention as we continue in the concrete jungle.
Most of the time, we need to always place emphasis on this could be our last opportunity with whatever we do. This is not out of fear, but this is a matter of you building up the experience, because if as is Julia wholehearted in these relationships, how do we know what the next relationship has to offer? So when also the handbrake advantage of you making your intentions clear from the get-go, which is why I'm trying to remedy that kind of side to say, but Mamela, when you give your all, you are giving you, not the other person. You are giving you. So is it better that uhlale in regret, or you were on a handbrake mode, other than wopule and you gave whole heart? Look, you can't constantly keep on saving yourself up for the next person. Because the whole point of us so ungena ngokuyazi ba iyachisa, and every encounter is a reinforcement ba kuyachisa. So eventually it becomes hardwired kuwe. Yeah. But hey, we burning this side. Sulibalo kuyachisa apha fethu. Siyachisa apha. So xa sihlala in handbrake mode, yabona ba we are already preparing ourselves for regret. So when would you rather regret into that you gave yourself wholeheartedly, or the one that you were on handbrake mode to go? Because already unalo naye, but in your mind the next one is going to be better. Sadhguru said, what if you are in heaven and you are making a mess of it? When we talk about as below, so is above. Let's think about the idea that we have of heaven and the idea we have of that. The life that we don't have now, the one that's coming is far better than the one we currently have. The narrative. And then we are libalabana. That is what's going to drive. That's why Sadhguru always encourages you, but why are you delaying your time with God? If you're not here to live, why are you still here? So in these kind of ways, instead of us having the conversations, actions, we see us doing drugs, we see us doing all these risky things. What are they doing? From us getting to the ultimate truth, and that is us taking responsibility for our life and us understanding that our life is our own making. And at the moment we start availing ourselves to the things that give us and promote life in us, then we're gonna start practicing them. You see how we are the determiner of our own destiny, because destiny is just a made-up thing that you tell yourself, but okay, within a clash and remember, your destination will change. It can change anytime, because we have this catastrophic thing called life. That's
it takes it's like a stormy wind, bro. Life is like a storm wind, right? It just blows you.
That one thing where Nabutimba will not make a difference in life in Yaku in the next 10 years, you could be reaping benefits of Yona now. You could be making millions. You could be changing lives. There's many things that come from the function of us working from our gift. How are you going to work from something if you don't learn about it, if you don't bring awareness to it? The greatness in us is awaiting to be unleashed. The sleeping giant is waiting to be unleashed. It's just that anything oyenzayo, it's putting that giant to sleep. So to every melanated person, this is one thing that we don't take into mind, that we have allowed all of this to happen to us, and that at any moment we can say, no, this is not it. This is where I decide I put my future into my own hands. This is where I decide I will educate my kids what's right for them. When I decide I'm no longer going to put the responsibility on anyone else except mine, because yeah, we complain our kids are not being taught our culture in school, but we can't send our kids to white school and expect them to be taught. Today I have a reflection on a conversation I had about how what the teacher is doing at school and what the parents is doing, two totally different things in terms of the disciplinary methods that are implicated. I got responsibility from my child, and yet both of these people are the ones that shape the futures of these same kids. So when you walk into school now, you no longer have teachers who want these kids to prosper. They don't want these kids to think for themselves.
They're just people trying to help their families now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get that paycheck.
Get the fuck out of here.
Trying to get those benefits.
What's been happening.
It's job security.
Yeah, that's what's been happening.
Let's go to White Bank. Aren't they students that besifunda nabo?
Yeah,
you see. So let's continue to unlocking that sleeping giant. And it's first me being at peace with the fact that I'm unique. The Lord is not going to make another human being. The experiences that I have gathered, no one else will gather. So convince I must conform. I was made to stand out. So while they laugh at me because I'm different, I laugh at them because they are all the same.
You couldn't have said it better, bro.
Being that odd one out, Lubabalo. You think all these people that made it, their life in fit, a lot of them, laugh at what people had to say about them, what they felt about them. No one. So I'm starting now to enjoy the little responsibility. The fact that I have a brother like you, who I don't just care about him, I also care about his well-being and the well-being of the people that he has in his life. They want that beauty, and that doesn't happen without trials and tribulations. Tina, we want the fruits and the benefits without the hard work, without going through the extremes, without going through that struggle. Because no one tells you about those days when in winter, at 7, people are going to work, and when you're out there, extracting information, when are you out there? Same people that are dog saying, but you're immune to this because you are asking about where is this gonna take you? Yeah. So when I stand at that garage, I own land down the go.
So life is
because I have to understand, but before I get somewhere.
You all have to go through that wooden bridge, bro.
Yeah,
every time you step on it, one of it cracks and swings. Come back,
Can we?
Forward. You don't know what's ahead. Go forward, bro. Because it sucks to boil it back. Like, yo, I so wish I had crossed that bridge. No.
Regret?
Yeah,
Regret, G.
It sucks,
but
one foot all the time, bro.
Oh, G. And it's a reminder, man, but while they busy partying, you work. Because now I come from Ixesha where others were working and I was having fun. Daibon by having fun is not gonna take me anywhere. Instead, I use and it's not even making me aware of as challenges and his face in terms of family wise, because now when instead of you finding solutions, you add on problems. So the biggest gift I gave myself was getting back to what started this whole thing. Dude, benidibana nabantu who were good, people that introduced me to meditate. I didn't just decide one day I'm gonna know about this. I had to know it via abantu. And I had to put myself out there because there are people, there's something you're trying to get to, and they will recommend you. And then you go down next thing now, and that going down it exposes when you're into now other aspects. Hey, lo mntu lo umthumele apha esithi kuba mandingene apha kanti emfondini kuvela nezinye izinto ebendifuna uzibaleka no. Hey, bona chila way of me losing my relationship. That one vital relationship, G. Hey nigga, you were on that meditation shit. Ubufuna ke philosophy. You were learning about spirituality. Ubus connected to nature, G. And then all of a sudden, you're going back to the old ways. Now this is the time for you to face this. Because and I don't think I would have taken my mom's death as maturely as I had. If after I had lost that relationship, can't decide about Kwenza yonke land, you wouldn't be here. A lot of things wouldn't have happened.
If you have to take another direction.
If I had constantly I'm gonna avoid Lewe, let me stay on social media. Hey, the only way to get over someone is to get under someone. The mamiles are told me that except drink it away, dog. Like, no, fit. I need to deal with this. Bandu Batman, yes, party, no, and free party, dog. I just lost a relationship. I can't be in avoidance mode. I never felt so weak yet a few months of being a man, G. And so what was this in
Yo, can't even sleep at night, dog.
What could I have done differently?
Yo, I'm glad I've came across that shit because I know now. I know how it feels. I know what to do when I'm in that situation. Just don't be alone. 90% of the time, don't be alone.
So isolate your relationship as at the expense of that relationship.
Yes.
Because that's when I saw that a lot of my so-called friends were jealous because I had a girlfriend that most of them, it was a dream, Goob. And yeah, I was. I'm not seeing that, but it is so. And then at the end of everything, they could see by turning for the worst. Now that is when they became confident now and say, others saw the girl was not happy and no. And ulula to kick a person when they down. But I was like, okay, let me embrace this because what type of people I had around me. And plenty of them were jealous of what I had. So whatever I lost, it wasn't mine in the first place. Whatever you have lost, that wasn't yours. Stop crying over it, man.
And my friend once told me, men should normalize crying over women because number one, you were only with that person because it was your turn.
That is super comfortable.
Stop crying over her. It was your turn. You had your turn. Let it go, dog.
Yeah, you're preventing from having their turn now. Yeah,
let it go, bro. It was your turn. You had your turn, bro.
And we can learn plenty from that when I chat, so that see what drives you. And this is one thing I mentioned to one of my friends and said, who comes in the relationship? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Not what is gonna come out of the relationships or who is coming into this relationship. Is this person reliable? Is this person compromising? Yeah? Can this person be relatable? Because you can focus on what about the things that are not nice? The things that you wouldn't even think twice. Let me leave this relationship. Yeah? How often do we spend time there to say, okay, when you find out that she doesn't like a certain thing about you, are you gonna have a problem with it or are you gonna try embrace it? Because a relationship is not about changing people, it's about growing together.
I think I want to tell you. I feel like next relationships should be focused on what you don't like about each other, Kakulu, that we should take care of them instead of focusing on the bright and the gloomy and the away. Tell me your weakness, I'll tell you mine. We'll drive a relationship. Yeah, that's supposed to
So must accept and if it for your flaws is it. So that we don't come in. So when I asked my friend, who are you bringing into the relationship? You could be bringing in baggage from the previous one. And you know what the biggest baggage is? It's comparison. Yeah, Ubani, my ex wasn't like this. Yeah, Ubani used to do me like this. Those are signs that we are still stuck in the past. Those are signs that we haven't dealt with that part of us. Because a person who's quick to judge is a person who doesn't know themselves. If you are so delicate with yourself, Lubabalo, and you love this person, the first thing that you're not gonna do, is jump to conclusions. And sometimes we spend less time on building the foundation and more time building the house. And we wonder why the structure becomes a calamity. It falls apart. Because I suppose, so when I ask who is coming into the relationship, I ask about the foundation. Foundation. Because your previous relationships, there are things that you haven't dealt with. Cause that's why we have the culture, us as young people, where as Tembani, about what you've been through. Now people are also sensitive even talking about what they went through. You post an ex of yours says to you, usemhle nangoku uyakubuza ufuna ukunika depression 2.0. They want to serve you another depression. Uqinile qalele.
F is for family, I got to F is for family. I don't want to talk to my ex because every time I see her, it feels like she's breaking up twice with me. She's breaking up with me twice. With you, I'm gonna break up with her.
But fresh. It's like you're kid.
I lost my guts out, bro.
It's like at the time you hear it, it seems dry. And then until you understand, expand on it.
Now I have to say play back. What did he say? He says he feels like every time he sees his ex or walks past her ex, it feels like she broke up with her twice on that moment again.
That's not really. Hey, Chad, remember when we listened to that thing the other day? The pain is pleasure. You see what we're talking about, Ngo? Aren't we talking about pain?
Yeah, we are.
Aren't we experiencing pleasure because of the laughter? Pain is pleasure, guys.
You have to be sad before you laugh, bro.
Pain is pleasure.
Comes from being sad. Sad is like a manzi. Laughter is like the sponge. So when you dip that sponge in the manzi and then you do this, you release all that laughter, dog. So that's how it is, man. You have to laugh, bro.
Yo, I haven't laughed like this in a while. Yo, tears isn't gonna. So why do we refuse to run away from Ezwezi fundamentals? Because remember, our kids are gonna come to us. They're not even gonna come to us. We are gonna be models through the actions as Zenzai of what a relationship is.
We're gonna have to sit down and they're first gonna watch our moves, bro. Because kids watch, man. Yeah, they do watch. Yo, you might think kids are just watching that anime or cartoon. Playing with that baby doll, yo, my G.
She's paying more careful attention to.
Yeah, remember that brain's still fresh. That brain, you don't want to fuck with a fresh mind because you can never fully climb down it though. Because it knows what it gasps. And if you want in a picture, you want like playing a parent's role, don't try to fool kids. I mean, kids are already advanced in fit. Kids are already advanced, so we have to play a role fit. We have to play a role. They have to see how we take care of their mothers. They have to see how we take care of the family. They have to see our role every day. Yeah, because that's communication, bro. That's communication.
That presence. All the time. Yeah, they might have all other people in the family disappointing them, but when a sutu ulitemba local bell and then you take that hope away from the kids because kids live under that kind of a pain now where they don't have very good examples examples to look up to, even in their own family. And ezinye izinto ziba closed off now. In them being closed off, that really prevents abantwana from seeing umhlaba and seeing yazi abanye abantu out there are doing the simplest of things, but those simple things, they do matter. Like ubuhle fethu, who is a huge influence now in me, in back to basic kind of principle. Before we can even consider greatness, let's think about the basics of this thing. And I made an example kuizolo simamele podcast saying, remember when you were in grade 1 and it was excruciating to hold that pen. Ingqondo yakho ingacingi kubana ubhala igama lakho. Your mind was just wanted to perfect, hold this pen. Manuyibamba ngolunye uhlobo, manusithi, manuyijika. But eventually yafika la mean where yade yaqhela ingqondo. Yeah, ke ngoku. Then after that you had to move ke ngoku on how to formulate letters. Khanga baveske bakujule nge-alphabets zonke, baqale nge-vowels. So that thing, it was a reminder kumba yonke into in a level yayo. You don't get to professional without being an amateur. You don't get to be a master without being a student.
Being an amateur, you learn a lot. A lot of people miss being an amateur because when you're up top, everything seems easy. Everything seems like it flows. Or you feel like procrastination is your biggest enemy when you're up top because you feel like you've done much, forgetting that you still have to create, and you're forgetting the value.
And also that innovation that you have to instill. Because we are started out as a media company. We can even start out as a media company. Sibe is something totally different because we have to work with how we are being shaped. La mold previously about how we need to mold ourselves according to how the world is shaping us. No, si focus to clear. You could be telling yourself uba rigid, uba fixed. Now what happens? You crash, you fail because when you are refused, the waves are going this way.
That's the thing.
Virgil talked a lot about that, R.I.P. Virgil Abloh, when he talked a lot about you cannot be able to inflict influence into the wave if you born by younger. And we as black people, we have that power. We are the spectators of this thing. And then the person looking at it has far more power than the person oyenzayo, because now you have that choice. No man, there's the reason why they're portrayed this way. There's a reason why certain people are on media. There's a reason why opinions zabo zidiscreditwa and zonke zinto. So we have to see who is behind zonke zinto, because oyena mntu obalulekileyo ngulo singamboni. Don't tell me about Loana who's in front of our face. Lo mntu is just being used as the face. What about the person who's making the decisions behind Geppetto, the puppet master of Pinocchio? Who is the Geppetto in the story of your life, of the life that we are surrounded by? So if you don't question zinto, because it's these questions that drive us towards innovation. Who says podcasting must be done this way? Siyababona abantu abashapelayo. Cha ngoku wena uthi usezantsi, you hating on the person lo uvulela thina macango, because utata uJohn Kane bekhe wathetha ngalawe kuba when the door opens, please make sure you don't close it. There could be someone coming from behind you. We are talking about the door ngoku xa kungenwa pha. That I feel the way the decisions are being made. Even the elevator to the top. When you take that elevator and you get out of that elevator, please make sure before you go, press G, ground floor. There's someone opayizansi uzayinida lana. And Mac G said some people, they even make sure it dismantle and don't la lift so that you don't even get the opportunity. They make the lift dysfunctional, and it made me see the world a different kind of way. That we all trying to climb at something, dog.
People are just taking care of themselves, dog. It's been that. Like you said, the lift thing, man. You go into a lift, you get to your floor, but you forget to press the G, which is the ground. Someone else gonna need the lift, you go to the table. Why? Some people are still coming here. It's a 12-seater table for a reason. Come on. So you can't just walk in and just conclude. You can't.
It's quite sad if it the way that they've been taught, if it is wrong. And we can unlearn a lot of all the things that we have been taught about who we are. But first of all, we have to distinguish about which one is no longer serving us.
Step back and realize. Yeah. That's the card you have to pull. If you're being too confused of who's with you or who's not with you, stay back, bro. Just stand back and observe. You'll see, bro. You'll see the difference. So it's always that case. And you told me telling me about the story of this guy that was carrying crabs. Funny story is there was a black crabs, get baguette, which had a lid, and then there was white crabs, get baguette, which had no lid, no lid. So now this curious boy walks to this guy and said, "Hey guys, sorry, why is the lid closed? Because it's a crab, and why is the lid open? Because it's a white crab." You know what the guy said? This is crabs. I know for a fact that when one tries to go up. This is a black crabs. He said, no, what did he say? No, sorry, the white crabs. The black crabs. The reason why it's fully because it's black is because every time when one black crab tries to exit, one crab pulls it down.
Pulls the other. That's where the crab mentality comes from.
Every crab is closes for a reason. Why? Because they take care of each other and Zayas, but they're supposed to go in the routine. I was like, what the fuck? If you look at the cities outside, look at us. I mean, I blow up more. You're already telling people my scandals. I open a business, you're already telling people my location. I open Indoni, you're already telling people in this thing. You making it easy for evil to get to me. Family member, friend, doesn't matter. Oh,
that's messed up, bro.
White crabs, they don't get out that bucket because but listen, we have to be here, we have to be a team, we have to split up, we have to support each other. Whoever knows, who doesn't know, but we'll be here as a team. So the moral of the story tells you about that. It's how the people around us find ways to just fucking shit like some evil shit towards your path, bro, like your journey. You don't know what I do. You're always connected to Wi-Fi. Don't take saying half it to slow up and don't know more shit danger. I suppose my meal up because you have your home to lay.
I hope you span.
I hope you span. Really? Is it necessary? How many years? How many months have I been standing here? Tell them to yacht. That's what I'm saying in there. Where now you live 5 houses away, 3, 4, 8 houses away. You already have something to say. Yeah, but it tells you, bro. Like it really tells you. People are just focused on other people. Your shit is leaking. Yeah, ke bagcwele plate kani nyama igcwele kani into.
Iyaqhekeka icomputer yakho mfethu ubhizi ujongane neyami kodwa yake iyaqhekeka. Nje mfethu iba i-reminder kumokoko chat ba asikagqibi. Like there are people who look at you and be like, yo ilinelakhi le ithetha ngolhlobo yenze izinto ithi. Why doesn't how he looks? Yeah, but you.
It's about imagine if you were in a mansion. You had all your dream cars, you had all the stunning wife, everything. Would have met up No. How could life be in a mansion? It's a mansion, kid. Get all your money, get everything. How would your relationship be with you and your family?
Yeah.
Let's start there, guys.
Sendifika kwi-mansion. Ndifike njani kwakwezo mansion ba?
If you're not taking a mansion and you forget to take like a 4-bedroom or 5-bedroom house, just to be used to abantu hlala nabo. If you're not taking a mansion, isolate yourself is worse.
But a lot of black people, they do that. They isolate themselves so much that they make themselves a target.
Exactly.
So now the black people abafuni, their targets kangokuthi abanye abantu abamhlophe. Well, they were talking about the companies that was needs, about how there was this dude who owned a bus company in the States. He owned a fleet of cars. He had his own airline. Nendo ezinjalo umchita, but he was isolated. Yabo, and then umchita wabanjwa yathathwa yonke estate yakhe.
That's one mistake, bro. You never should isolate yourself, cool. Ever. Doesn't matter. Are you trying to go in a forest where? Come on, really? A forest. You're a businessman. Look at the forest. I mean, come on, dude.
You motherfuckers trying to get me, man.
Come on, man.
This motherfuckers trying to get me.
Be around people. Be in the suburbs. Be somewhere.
But what are these people trying to get at, Nance? And I understand you. When you're saying people are trying to get at you, what are they really trying to get at?
That's the thing.
Yeah, well, the paranoia.
That's what your mindset. Like, it's paranoia, bro.
It's paranoia.
It's like saying, Mamela, you know how many times you've walked at 21? You've been walking your phone. Imagine no couple like 1,000 if I can go 20. You were like, it's all wrong. Where does that mindset come from? How many years have you been walking on the same fucking streets, bro? You're wearing shorts, jackets, you're wearing this. No one has ever came to this phone, no. But then took block up. Hey, walking suspicious. Hey,
nothing jungle. Tell me
if you're not attracting evil, man. Tell me if you're not attracting evil, because now I'm like, why is this nigga looking bad? Why is this hand tucked Pogoto so deep that he feels like Obambe trousers eye?
But Malisa 101.
1 and 1. Oh. Month end, let's go take him down. Kimaliam. Yo, you're feeling up as a strato. No, bro, as a strato, it's you. You attracted that shit. If Lama said, yo, I'm just walking here because I'm Nando or whatever, that previous mindset, not and I'm trying to why you're carrying it 2 blocks, we would have made it to the journey.
Yeah, change based on how heavy the pocket is.
Just because the pocket is heavy, it's heavy as fuck.
Yeah, I insecure too at all.
I have to leave.
Don't
leave and you think around the suburbs you have to live a house, like living in insurance or security. No. So for you, I have made it. No cops gonna show I got 82 or pull out through, nothing. And then on the same house about you expensive as security company, you see what happens when you isolate yourself. And then now you think you're going back to the hood. It's late because I'm under the hood. Somebody asked about you once lived in a mansion. What put you back?
You don't want to be sad.
Exactly. Now you're giving them a chance. See? Paranoia. It's just that paranoia drove him crazy. So there's a mindset.
Because isolate a child. Success here to fail to is meant for our great grandkids to repeat rewards because if you notice, like if black businesses fail to, a lot of them they don't last without the participation of white capital. I'm not advocating with the white capital fail to is bad, dog, but it's how the system really works.
You know, it's how it works, bro. It's the mold. And you remember the mold thing? It's how it's shaped. Start a business. I don't call it with all black people all around it. Do you think it's gonna go for a business? I doubt.
And you know, I'm fine with the fact that Otaki don't support the business yet because I know Banga Banda Banjia. Like Sefetu, they will only support you when it's popular.
Black people only support you when the shit is booming. Not to call of it.
I think now they want to contribute. Next thing we have people want to buy shares.
Small example.
People want to buy a piece of the podcast. Go city podcasting.
Remember the brand Kappa? That was a whack brand when it came, right?
The Italian brand.
I know it's an Italian, but let me tell you how a lot of black people got in love with it. The brand has from Man United to Arsenal to all the
it
teams.
was very big in Europe.
It was very big, but we were at Cape Town, like South Africa. One man made it. I know we go to Kirik, I know man, like Casper or whoever, black person. Yeah, staying in the brand, the brand now, man. Whack the brand. Okay. 3 years later, this guy's still wearing the shit. He's winning awards now. Then boom, every black person wants to buy the brand. Everywhere flooded.
Isn't that also how Fila also came back?
Fila, look at what's happening with Tikis. Tikis is coming back now, right? Tikis we wear Makwala, but now they're also looking into fashion and shit. Nah, Tikis is whack. This is strong in 2 years or 3 years, bro. A lot of people are gonna rock with Tikis. So I don't know how Fit is difficult. Like we've studied how the users actually react to a certain product, bro. And it's not them. The mind makes your decision.
Yes,
but it needs a final decision from someone else. I could say turn it to him, I could say by to him PC turn it's i7, we have to get it. To me it's info now, but I need a confirmation. You saying it, my son's so clear, my so telling of it means that okay, I trust that shit because you also trust it. So there's a bit of EUs has what's this word? It comes around fear, not making bad decisions and wasting it. That way it revolves around Landolea. A lot of people in this world need confirmation from other human beings in order to get something. I don't know how that works. These are my words from the lecture, just that not directly, but I'm summarizing them.
Yeah, based on what your form of understanding is.
That's why I feel too. It also comes back to I don't know how many months ago, but every company and every product is being reproduced 40,000 times. 50 in 1 year, in 1 month, 50,000 like in an hour and shit, because they want the user to make the final decisions. It comes from Lawe.
So when it comes in abundance, it means
that we're giving you a lot of options.
Yeah, choose us.
A lot of options. And remember, the company is also doing the same. Your competition is not what they're there.
Even with the alcohol business, it's the same thing.
You see,
because what's popping Go is not going to be popping. Look at the culture of wine Go.
Yeah.
These 5-liter wines and all that. Especially during COVID.
Oh shit, that's became a wine. I saw Pinterest because I like spending time on Pinterest lately. I saw this trend in your wine. There was wine, and then there was the depressing this answer. Don't. We said something about depressing. I think the culture of wine is being depressed or going through shit. I don't know.
Feto, are you telling me about psychologically are starting to change narrative in wine in the first place?
Yeah, they're changing it. If Pinterest says it, it's trending, dog. You know it's happening.
Yeah, social media is strong.
Feto, yeah.
Strong.
You might think wine is that dining on the table, go eating with your family. No, not towards us. Not us. Not us. No.
The melanin.
Tina logo we.
We exercise. It's a hobby.
Yeah, bro.
It's drinking, maniacs. It's drinking. It is a huge problem in our community. We know, Anditi, we can even go back on that Leon Schuster thing that he made. That consumer in South Africa.
You should listen behind this nigga's jokes. I love you. Tell him I said.
Yeah, it is a lot.
It talks a whole lot of sense. A lot of people hate him because Martin Selmchin and Tris. Martin Miyama is making black people crazy.
No, but the country is in this state it is because of its people. So I understand, but there have been SNA forces like throughout history, but it's not like black people are also revolting. It's like Nabo. They say, okay, this is who they say that we are. This is who we're gonna be. Look at what's happening in America, G, with the police brutality. About how we are a minority there and we become targets of it.
And you think to Chris Rock. You think cops made it up to bully a white boy? Like America, it's so bad. Every time they shot a white kid, you ask him like, how many times did they shoot him? Is he dead? Where's his parents? Are they crying? I'm so happy that nigga's out of depression. As I stand up, that's Bugana last year. No, earlier this year, in fact. I don't know what's happening in America. America is so fucked up that everyone owns a pistol. Everyone owns a pistol. Like, just
how insecure can you be?
Yo, imagine living in a country where 90% of about 85% are armed, bro. I'm full of yatel. Just imagine life for Uber drivers. Delivery man, how did they deliver? Just imagine for delivery man, bro. You are being a delivery man. America's fucked up. A black delivery man.
With all the racism happening
white
there.
White people are fucked up. And it's mostly whites, huh? And we're in the hoods, obviously.
Kalogo they are majority there.
Texas.
And we are minority. So yeah, and yeah, every group upon this earth is always gonna fight for expansion group. So this is supposed to be a lesson to us black people, which we must work on our issues, G. Because at the end of the day, we can't blame other people for protecting race at the expense of teen. Look, if they're gonna attack us, not must fundus at Uber attack.
There'll be war.
This is our tap too, but in a way we're gonna learn industry in the military, learn industry in the economy, learn isn't just the social structure. Like all of these, to make a functional country. Indo failure is the fact that national government has all the power. Anyway, that's messing things up. So on a local level, some sort of power. So in me changing the outlook towards Umhlaba, I first had to govern myself before I can govern others. So if we can first return to Ezazinto, because remember, a nation is made out of families. Let's get to the root of it and look at it at a family level. Because once then we move to a community. Then from community we move to a location. Then location we move to a town. Then town we move to a region. And then region we move nationally. So we need to start small, G. So in our families, and we expect the parliament to be in order.
That shit can never be happening. In fact, they're trying to buy parliament. They're trying to move parliament to the Yes, they're trying to move parliament.
We busy doing all this.
Dog, they're trying to move parliament. So it's gonna trend. Building ends by Pretoria or Joburg, when it's parliament. Dude, because Joburg's already trying to clone Waterfront, right? So
and we must get the sense we are letting countries come in and take our wealth and leave.
Yeah.
Africans are the only people who can do that, allow other people to come in their territory, take up resources.
I've listened to this other Lanuga from Mshobo talking about they were interviewing these Nigerian people, trying to compare their country and their country. And most of the comments from the Nigerian side were like, South Africa's too soft. In my country, if you do any certain thing to a woman, a child, a police, a white Ondon, or any visitor from there, you'll be killed. Go. Brutally murdered. Go. And you won't be sentenced, because being sentenced means you're still going to live and come out and do it again. Yeah, bro. So, Zitis America, Tina, we are soft. It's either there you get chopped off, like your arm gets chopped off, your ears gets chopped off.
So the whole community.
Can see that you'll be punished. But no. Proper ngoku bambisela xa liropha TV yakho, lise police station ifike lihlale liphunga ikofu litye lisonka. Ayikho TV yakho, you worked hard for that TV or that car hijacked. Don't know my car worth 400,000.
Go in and report to
my
the
car
cases,
worth 500,000 ounce. Now what's gonna happen? No, next we shall have a sign of paper. Then some say court of movie, and then next week someone will go. Are you telling me, man? So are you letting this person see another day outside? So much or much, but no, South Africans just go. This country, but now with the boy, you could tell the fight. And then the community in Twitter, but is talking from what they said, and then we want to take them out of account. What happened? We take no shit about that. So okay, fine. Imagine about the monkey. What was your first plan? To us kids on this account.
You don't have the skills.
You don't have the skills to go on this side. Hamdu might be uneducated, but he has plenty of skills. We don't know Kamaganala knowledge, but he was watching a whole lot of YouTube videos or whatever.
Not
to even know YouTube.
Most of them they come from military countries, and in the military they just
and those people come from like practical countries. They work with their hands, Baba. They work with their hands. Whether you're South African, take it up with Japan. Yes, Jamie and the boys on map. Next thing in what's the point? It's my point. What's the point? At least somebody they're doing a percentage by South African move. They're delivering, they're driving logistics.
They're contributing to the economy. So also my contribution from the economy.
And the business like what they because they don't mind getting paid any type of money. Yeah, but now you come in as a South African, all cars will claim out from 10 block. But do you even know what 10 block by Mali? I'm like no grade 12, fellow grade 8, 11 or 10.
Dude, like why she basic exam?
You get me.
So that's rectify when I check this way. That's rectify, yeah. That's why we have to look at one another and hold each other accountable. Same way women fail to uplift and hold each other accountable. Because there are things that they don't allow.
I'm jealous of how girls think.
Yo. Hey, I'm with you there. They say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Arguably, I have had the grace and also the beauty to be in the presence of such a wonderful and also inspiring young person. This continues as we further ourselves into the concrete jungle. Thank you for lending your ears and also your minds and attention to this lovely and impactful episode. And until next time.